10 U.S. states Filipinos are rushing to in 2025. Millions of Filipinos left home chasing dreams, and they are thriving across the U.S. From California's sun to Alaska's ice, the Filipino spirit is unstoppable. But here's the kicker. Some states you'd expect don't even make the cut, and number 10 will blow your mind. This isn't just a list. It's proof that no matter where you land, Filipinos build family and fight to rise. Let's jump into the top 10 U.S. states overflowing with Filipinos in 2025. Number 1, California. Picture this. Maria arrived in Los Angeles with just one suitcase, a heart full of hope, and a promise to herself. She built a better life for her family back in the Philippines. Fast forward 5 years. And Maria's now the proud owner of a small Filipino bakery in Daly City, where the scent of pandesal and ube draws crowds from miles around. Her story isn't unique. It's the heartbeat of California's thriving Filipino community. California isn't just a state, it's the Filipino capital of America. With over 1.7 million Filipinos, this place holds nearly half of all Filipinos living in the entire United States. That's huge. Whether you're strolling through the colorful streets of Los Angeles, catching a sunset in San Diego, or joining the vibrant crowds at San Francisco's Pistahan Parade, you're witnessing a community that's as rich in culture as it is in spirit. What makes California so special? It's not just the weather or the palm trees. It's the way this state embraces the Filipino identity, from Tagalog language programs in schools to festivals celebrating Filipino heritage that bring generations together. There's a deep sense of belonging here, a second home for people like Maria who left everything behind to chase the American dream. And here's a jaw-dropping fact. California's Filipino population has grown by over 20% in the last decade, making it one of the fastest-growing immigrant communities in the state. That means more families, more businesses, and more cultural footprints every year. If you're loving this so far, smash that like button to show some love for the amazing Filipino spirit thriving in California. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next. Because here's the tease. While California takes the top spot, the next states on our list, some might surprise you, especially the one at number 10. It's a place you'd never expect to be bursting with Filipino life, and it might just change the way you see the Filipino-American story forever. So stay with me, because this journey is just getting started. Let's keep uncovering where else Filipinos are making waves in 2025. Number 2, Hawaii. Imagine waking up to the sound of gentle waves crashing on the shore, the smell of salty ocean air, and the warm sun kissing your skin. This isn't just paradise, it's home for over 25% of Hawaii's population who are Filipino in 2025. That means 1 in every 4 people on these islands is proudly carrying Filipino heritage, culture, and dreams. Let me tell you about Juan. He moved from Manila to Honolulu 10 years ago, drawn by stories of aloha spirit and endless opportunity. At first, the island life was a culture shock, new language, new customs. But what kept Juan grounded was the sound of Tagalog and Ilocano being spoken everywhere. From the local markets to the family-run eateries, it felt like home. In fact, Tagalog and Ilocano aren't just languages here, they are lifelines connecting generations. Filipino festivals in Honolulu and Maui are electric events where parades, traditional music, and savory Filipino dishes like adobo and lechon fill the air. These celebrations aren't just fun. They preserve identity and remind everyone that no matter where life takes you, your roots are never far behind. Here's a mind-blowing fact. Filipinos are the largest ethnic group in Hawaii, making a huge impact on the island's economy, culture, and politics. This is real influence. Filipino entrepreneurs are opening businesses, Filipino nurses and teachers are shaping communities, and Filipino leaders are rising in local government. And here's a critical update for you. With Hawaii's cost of living rising, many Filipino families are doubling down on community support, creating networks that help newcomers thrive. The Filipino spirit of bayanihan, working together for the common good, is alive and stronger than ever. If you're vibing with this journey so far, go ahead and smash that like button to show some love for Hawaii's vibrant Filipino community. And hey, what's your favorite Filipino dish or festival? Drop it in the comments. I want to hear your stories. Remember how we started with California, the powerhouse Filipino hub? Hawaii may be smaller, but it packs a punch with deep cultural ties and a unique island vibe that feels like a second home for many. But wait, our list isn't done yet. The next states on the list might surprise you even more, with stories of unexpected Filipino communities thriving against all odds. And the one at number 7? It's about to flip everything you thought you knew. So stick around, because we are just getting started. Let's keep exploring where Filipinos are making their mark in America, 2025 style. Number 3, Texas. Is Texas really the best place for Filipinos to build a future, or is it just another American myth? That's what Rico wrestled with when he first landed in Houston, clutching a worn-out suitcase and a heart full of doubts. Leaving behind his aging parents in the Philippines, the loneliness hit him like a freight train. Would Texas deliver on its promise, or was he chasing shadows? Starting at the bottom, Rico flipped burgers and scrubbed dishes. Every exhausting shift was a reminder of what he sacrificed. The weight of responsibility wasn't just heavy, it was crushing. Nights were long, and hope felt fragile. But quitting wasn't an option. Not when everything he dreamed of depended on his next move. Fast forward to 2025, and Rico now runs one of Houston's hottest Filipino fusion food trucks. His adobo brisket tacos are more than food. They are a symbol of grit, resilience, and a community rising. Texas isn't just a place, it's a proving ground where dreams are hammered out in sweat and heart. Here's a fact that'll blow your mind. Texas is home to over 250,000 Filipinos spread across Houston, Dallas, and San Antonio. And get this, the Filipino population here has jumped over 35% in just 5 years, one of the fastest growth rates nationwide. Affordable housing, booming jobs, and a low cost of living make it a magnet for those priced out of traditional hubs like California. From our stats, we've noticed many viewers outpacing subscribers. Kindly join our community. Thank you. All right. But don't get it twisted. Life here isn't all barbecue and blue skies. The stakes are high, families juggling loneliness, culture shock, and the pressure to succeed not just for themselves but for loved ones back home. Every victory is a hard-fought battle against odds that can feel overwhelming. If Rico's story strikes a chord, this is your chance to step into that conversation. Texas offers a raw, unfiltered experience, a blend of struggle, hope, and triumph unlike anywhere else. Remember, California is the Filipino powerhouse, Hawaii the island embrace, and Texas? Texas is the underdog with a fierce heart. And wait for it, number 5 on our list? It's going to flip everything you thought you knew about where Filipinos are thriving in America. So stay tuned. The story is about to get wild. Number 4, Nevada. When you think of Nevada, what's the first thing that pops into your head? The bright lights of the Las Vegas Strip? Casinos? Endless nights of high stakes and jackpots? Well, here's the twist. For over 200,000 Filipinos, Nevada is so much more than the glitter of Vegas. It's a place to build real lives, real families, and real futures. Imagine this, Jessa arrived in Las Vegas 5 years ago with nothing but her nursing license and a fierce determination to make it. Back in the Philippines, she watched her parents struggle with health issues and limited opportunities. She knew the stakes were high. Every dollar she earned meant hope for family back home. The casinos weren't her calling. It was healthcare. Fast forward to today, Jessa is not only a lead nurse in one of Vegas's busiest hospitals, but also a community leader organizing Filipino cultural events that bring thousands together each year. She's part of a thriving Filipino network that's redefining what it means to live in Nevada. Here's the hard fact. Filipinos in Nevada have grown rapidly. The population has surged by nearly 40% since 2015, making it one of the fastest-growing Filipino communities in the U.S. And it's not just in healthcare. Filipinos are powering the hospitality industry, education, small businesses, and more. Plus, Nevada's no state income tax makes it an incredibly attractive place to start fresh and save for the future. If you're enjoying this, why not stick around and be part of the conversation? We are building something special here. But here's the real kicker. Living in Nevada isn't just about opportunity, it's about overcoming challenges too. The high cost of living and the heat of the desert test even the toughest. For many Filipino families, adapting means balancing two worlds, facing loneliness, and carving out a space where culture and ambition coexist. If you thought California and Texas were the only states Filipinos thrived in, think again. Nevada is quietly rising, offering a unique blend of opportunity, culture, and community that's hard to beat. And if you thought that was surprising, wait until you hear about number 9 on our list. It will completely change how you view Filipino life in America. So don't go anywhere. We are just getting started. Number 5, New York. Picture this. Anna stepped off the plane at JFK with just a backpack, a heart full of hope, and the voice of her Lola echoing in her mind. Anak, wherever you go, bring the spirit of the Philippines with you. It was 2010, and New York City was nothing like the stories she'd heard, loud, chaotic, overwhelming. But there was a strange comfort waiting for her, hidden in the neighborhoods of Queens. walk with me through Woodside or Elmhurst, and you're instantly transported to a vibrant Filipino world. It's the smell of lechon roasting on street corners, Tagalog spoken like music in the air, and churches packed with families who have made New York their second home. The famous Philippine Independence Day parade down Madison Avenue isn't just an event. It's a powerful symbol of pride, resilience, and the deep roots Filipinos have planted in this city that never sleeps. Let me hit you with this. New York is home to nearly 190,000 Filipinos as of 2025, making it one of the largest Filipino populations in the United States. Over the last decade, this community has grown steadily, contributing across healthcare, education, business, and the arts. From nurses at Mount Sinai to entrepreneurs running cozy Filipino cafes, the Empire State is alive with Filipino culture and ambition. Anna's story isn't unique, but it's powerful. She went from working 3 jobs to putting herself through nursing school and now mentors hundreds of young Filipino immigrants navigating the hustle of New York City. Her success is a testament to the grit and heart that this community carries, the same spirit you feel walking through these neighborhoods. If you're vibing with this journey, don't be shy, join the conversation. We are here to share, learn, and grow together. But here's the catch. Life in New York is expensive and fast-paced. The Filipino community faces the pressures of high rent, long work hours, and cultural balancing acts that can wear anyone down. Yet, this struggle only tightens the bond and sparks a fierce pride that pulses through every Filipino event, every gathering, every parade. If you thought California or Texas was where Filipinos thrived, New York stands tall as a cultural beacon with stories that will move you. Stay right here. The best is yet to come. Number 6, Florida. Ever wonder why Florida feels like a second home to so many Filipinos? It's not just the sunshine or the beaches. It's a whole lifestyle that's calling families, dreamers, and retirees alike. Imagine this. Jasmine, a young mom from Manila, landed in Tampa with nothing but a suitcase full of hopes and a baby's giggles. Fast forward 5 years, and she's running a small Filipino bakery, her kids fluent in both English and Tagalog, and the community around her cheering her on every step of the way. Florida's Filipino population is booming, over 150,000 strong in 2025, spread across Tampa, Orlando, Jacksonville, and more. And guess what? It's not just retirees chasing warmth or families seeking affordable living. Healthcare is a major magnet too. Nurses, caregivers, and medical professionals find Florida's healthcare sector welcoming, especially with its growing hospitals and clinics. Here's a hard fact that might surprise you. Florida's cost of living is about 12% lower than the national average, making it one of the most affordable states for Filipino families who want to build a future without drowning in expenses. The weather? Perpetual summer vibes. And that means backyard barbecues, beach days, and yes, even sinigang and adobo cookouts with friends and neighbors. Jasmine's story? It's the story of many who trade the cold northern winters for Florida's sunny skies. But it's not just about comfort, it's about opportunity and community. Filipino festivals light up Orlando and Tampa year-round, with cultural events that keep traditions alive and bonds strong. From the annual Filipino-American Friendship Day to spontaneous neighborhood barcade hangouts, Florida is creating its own unique Filipino heartbeat. What do you think? Does Florida feel like a good fit for you or someone you know? Drop your thoughts below. I want to hear your stories and opinions. Alright, thank you. But let's get real. Florida's growth hasn't come without challenges. Rapid urbanization means housing prices are creeping up and the healthcare system is stretched thin. For Filipinos working long shifts or managing family across continents, the pressure is real. Yet, it's that very struggle that forges resilience and hope. So, if you thought California or New York were the only places where Filipinos thrive, think again. Florida's calling with open arms and a promise of sun-soaked possibilities. And hold tight. Coming up next is a state that might just redefine your idea of the American Filipino dream. Don't go anywhere. Number 7, Illinois. Ever heard the saying, Chicago's cold isn't just in the weather, it's in the loneliness? Imagine Javier's story. A young Filipino man arriving in Illinois with nothing but a suitcase full of dreams and a heart heavy with homesickness. The biting wind matched the isolation he felt, far from family and the warmth of the islands. No festive fiesta, no familiar voices, just silence. But here's where the story twists. Javier didn't just survive, he fought. Battling not only the freezing winters but the crushing weight of starting over, he opened a tiny bakery selling bibingka and puto. Day after day, he poured love into every batch, even when customers were few and the rent was due. The struggle was real, the uncertainty, the fear of failure clawing at his spirit. Some nights, He wondered if giving up would be easier. Then came the breakthrough. One winter, at the annual Fiesta Pinoy festival in Chicago, Javier's bibingka stand caught fire. Figuratively, of course. His baked treats became the talk of the town, drawing crowds that spanned generations and cultures. The Filipino community in Illinois rallied around him, turning his small dream into a thriving business and a beacon of hope for others. Illinois is now home to over 140,000 Filipinos, many walking a path similar to Javier's, facing struggles that hit harder than the coldest Chicago wind, yet rising stronger every time. Filipino-owned businesses are flourishing from Woodlawn to Cicero, and Filipino leaders are stepping into the spotlight, shaping the cultural and political landscape in powerful ways. Here's a hard truth to digest. Despite the growth, rising living costs and social challenges still threaten many in this community. It's a daily fight to keep the spirit alive and the culture thriving in a place that sometimes feels like a world away from home. So let me ask you, how do you see Illinois evolving as a Filipino hub? Drop your thoughts below. We are building something powerful here. Alright, thank you. And here's where the stakes get real. Because Illinois isn't just a story of survival. It's a story of fierce redemption. The Filipino community here has transformed what was once cold and isolating into a vibrant, unstoppable force. A force that refuses to be ignored. But the shocking finale? Illinois, with all its grit and glory, is just the beginning. The next state on our list? It's quietly exploding with Filipino growth, so much so that it's rewriting the map of where Pinoys call home. Stick around, because what's coming next will blow your mind. Number 8, Washington. Okay, real talk. Seattle's weather might make you want to hibernate, but the Filipino scene here? Totally lit. Picture this. Nearly 130,000 Filipinos calling the Pacific Northwest home, making it a legit hub for careers and culture. Take Maya's story. She flew in from the Philippines with nothing but a suitcase and big dreams. At first, the rain and the tech world hustle hit hard. Feeling like an outsider is no joke. But then she stumbled into one of those Filipino community villages. Yeah, those spots where elders share stories, kids learn Tagalog, and the whole crew gets together like one big family reunion. It hit Maya like a punch to the heart. She wasn't just surviving, she was belonging. And that's the vibe here. People grinding in tech and healthcare by day, then repping their culture loud and proud by night. Here's a quick shout out. Stats say a lot of you watch but don't jump into the convo. Come on, spill your thoughts on Washington's Filipino wave. Are you living it, thinking of moving, or just plain curious? Don't be shy. Washington's booming, not just in jobs, but in Filipino pride. Tagalog classes popping up in schools, festivals getting bigger, and community support growing strong. But hey, it's not all rainbows. Skyrocketing rent and keeping traditions alive in a fast-changing city? That's the real hustle. Think California and Texas got all the action? Think again. Washington's quietly turning into the ultimate Filipino hotspot where opportunity and culture collide. And wait for it, the next state on our list? It's breaking records and flipping the script on Filipino communities. You won't want to miss it. So, what do you think about Washington's Filipino scene? Hit the comments and let's get this conversation rolling. Number 9, New Jersey. Imagine this. You're fresh off the plane, suitcase full of dreams, and the first thing you notice isn't just the skyline, it's the smell of adobo and lumpia wafting through the streets of Jersey City. You step into a Filipino bakery, and suddenly, it hits you. This place feels like home. This is New Jersey, where over 110,000 Filipinos, and not just surviving, but thriving. You don't hear much about New Jersey in the mainstream, but that's exactly the point. It's like having the best seat in the house without paying NYC prices. From Bergenfield's buzzing Filipino community centers to Edison's bustling restaurants, serving up sinigang that could cure any homesickness, New Jersey offers a perfect balance. Access to the Big Apple's hustle with a more affordable, welcoming vibe. Let me tell you about Nina. She arrived with little more than a suitcase and a heart full of hope. Finding work was brutal at first. Rejections, long nights, feeling invisible in a city that moves a million miles an hour. But then, she discovered a tight-knit community in Jersey City, a network of neighbors, friends, and mentors who believed in her. Now, she runs a thriving catering business that's redefining Filipino cuisine in the area. Nina's story is one of grit, resilience, and the kind of redemption that only a community can foster. Here's a hard fact. New Jersey's Filipino population has grown by over 15% in the last decade alone, with many settling near NYC for opportunities in healthcare, IT, and small business ownership. And the state? No joke. It's ranked among the top for Filipino-owned businesses, proving that this isn't just a side note. It's a powerhouse of cultural and economic growth. From our stats, we've got more viewers outpacing subscribers. Kindly join our community. Thank you. Alright, so, what do you think? Is New Jersey the hidden gem for Filipinos chasing the American dream? Or do you see other states giving it a run for its money? Drop your thoughts. I want to hear your take. And before you drift away, stick around because next up, we dive into a place where Filipino culture is exploding in unexpected ways, and you won't believe how much opportunity is packed there. You won't want to miss it. Number 10, Alaska. When you think of Alaska, what pops into your mind? Endless snow? Frozen landscapes? Maybe even a polar bear or two. But here's a surprise. Over 30,000 Filipinos have made this icy frontier home, settling in cities like Anchorage, Juneau, and even remote Kodiak Island. Sounds wild, right? But what's even wilder is the powerful community and culture they've built in a place most people wouldn't dare call home. Picture this. Maria, a nurse from Cebu, landed in Anchorage years ago, drawn by healthcare jobs and the promise of a fresh start. But the first winter? It nearly broke her spirit. The darkness was overwhelming, the cold biting deeper than she imagined. There were moments when she questioned if she'd made the right choice. Yet, through grit and sheer will, Maria found a footing, not just at work, but in the heart of a growing Filipino community. Festivals celebrating Filipino culture warmed even the coldest nights. Community centers became places of laughter, support, and shared stories of struggle and triumph. Maria isn't just surviving, she's thriving. And here's the real deal. Alaska's Filipino population has grown steadily over the past decade, with many working in seafood processing, education, and healthcare, fields vital to Alaska's economy. It's no accident that Filipino culture is blossoming here, with annual festivals and new community centers, proving that even in the coldest states, Filipino warmth and resilience shine brightest. Before we go any further, our stats show many viewers haven't joined our community yet. If you're enjoying this, please smash that like button and let's keep this growing. Thank you. Now, let's talk real-world consequences. Living in Alaska isn't just about braving cold temps. It means building lives where resources can be scarce and opportunities sometimes feel out of reach. But for Filipinos like Maria, these challenges have forged a tight-knit network that helps new arrivals feel seen and supported. What's your take? Could you handle the Alaskan winter for the promise of a fresh start? Or is the cold just too much? Drop your thoughts. I want to know.